Okay guys, can we make benchmarking the most mid-new PC build in 2024 interesting? Like, are there any surprises to be found? Let's figure it out. And yeah, later on in the video you'll see that I managed to run GTA 5 below 60 FPS, so...
Stay tuned.
And I ain't solo queuing no more on Warzone.
Support right and left. He chooses Garnacho, who goes to...
As for the gameplay itself, I used the game's recommended settings, which were basically a high preset with DLSS resolution on 80%, and I got these benchmark results on 1080p and on 1440p respectively. Maybe CS2 wasn't as smooth as this Ninja Diffuse attempt, but I can confirm you that no matter the resolution, the game runs amazingly on medium settings. Here are the results I got from a benchmark map using 1080p medium, and these results using 1440p medium settings. Although during the actual death matches, here are the numbers we got on 1080p medium and on 1440p medium settings. On Cyberpunk, the benchmark results on both 1080p Ultra and 1440p Ultra settings with DLSS set on auto seemed too easy for this PC, so I was like, okay, what about 1440p ray tracing on Ultra? And that's where I was like, ladies and gentlemen,
we got him.
The game couldn't reach 60 FPS at all. So yeah, those who bought something like a 4070 or higher, at least you have the bragging rights here. Forza 5 was pretty chill and all until I set everything to extreme preset and 8x MSAA. Uh-oh, what's this then? Remember literally every YouTuber warning about 8 GB of VRAM? Well, it happened. Due to VRAM limitations, I had to drop the MSAA to X4 and then everything was just chill again. But yeah, I got these benchmark results on 1080p Extreme and 1440p Extreme preset with MSAA on X4. Guys, you will not believe this, but we managed to max out GTA 5 settings so much that it doesn't run on 60 FPS. Take a look at the graphics settings and the advanced graphics settings I used. This is one of those instances where with no DLSS or other Nvidia trickery, we're seeing the real raw performance of the 4060, which is definitely good if you turn off the advanced graphics settings and reduce the MSAA, because then you can expect to hit the in-game 188 FPS limiter pretty much all the time on 1080p and get these benchmark results on 1440p very high settings. On Apex, the only settings worth benchmarking were 1440p high, because otherwise the game would just be locked at 165 FPS, both on 1440p medium and 1080p high. Oh, never mind.
Run that back.
Apparently you can remove the FPS limiter. So yeah, on 1440p medium you'd be looking at these numbers, and on 1080p high, these numbers. On Fortnite, I set the recommended settings on 1440p resolution, and I don't know, the 4060 wasn't balling until the shaders have finished preloading. Then on 1440p epic settings with the 3D resolution at 60% we got these, and on 1080p with 3D resolution at 73% we got these benchmark results. Just for fun, I tried 1440p medium and it was just so good. And yeah, Wukong just doesn't care, for real. No matter if the resolution is 1080p or 1440p, it literally returned the same benchmark results. I don't know why I reran the tests, I don't know. Here are the photos as proof, but I mean sure, 1440p gameplay it is. And it looked great and felt great too. As for Valorant, the only surprise here was that on 1440p medium settings, we managed to get over 600 FPS on average. I mean, what? 600? That's not a misspelling or anything. 600 FPS. Crazy. That's AM5 platform for you. And yeah, Siege also ran great with no issues on both 1080p very high and 1440p very high settings. 3D Mark's Time Spy roughly got 10,300 points for the GPU score, which means that the RTX 3060 Ti is just more powerful than this GPU.
Yikes.
Anyways, to conclude, there is a reason why so many people get a build exactly like this. And even though the 4060 bottlenecks the setup almost all the time, it still performs insanely well at 1080p, and maybe on 1440p you start to see its limitations, but it's just a great system overall. And I'm at least hoping that I managed to make this boring setup at least somewhat interesting to watch the review of, because some of the findings were actually crazy. Thank you so much for watching. And by the way guys, drop a follow on our Insta. We have to beat Z-Worms Gaming on followers, bro. And cheap bastard out.